Aloha. Welcome to Abe Lee Seminars sessions. The last time we talked about a net listing and open listing. This session, we're going to talk about exclusive agency listing and exclusive right to sell listing. So let me tell you the difference between these two. In an exclusive agency listing, the seller will tell you, hey, I want you to list my property as a seller's agent. So you meet with them, go through the listing contract, and make sure that all the input for the Exhibit A in the multiple listing service is correct, and the seller signs the listing contract. Now, the seller tells you, oh, by the way, if you sell the house, I'll pay your commission. But if I sell the house, then I don't want to pay your commission. And you go, excuse me? Yeah, if I find the buyer, then I don't want to pay your commission. That's called an exclusive agency listing. We don't see that very often, but it could happen. Example might be, the seller says, hey, my neighbor said that if I ever sold the house, to give him first right of refusal. Or my brother said, hey, if you ever sell your house, I want to have first right at it. So the seller might say, I might be able to sell it myself. If I do, then I don't want to pay you a commission. So if that's the case, then that's what they would call exclusive agency listing. So the seller is obligated to pay a commission to the broker or the listing agent only if the seller doesn't sell it. If the seller sells it, then the seller's agent doesn't get a commission. So what would happen in that case is the seller says, hey, I found a buyer and he's going to buy from me. Thanks, but you're out. At that point, the seller is on his own to sell the property to the buyer, and hopefully they know what to do. Because if they don't have any experience, and it's just between the seller and the buyer, but no agent helping them, then the question is, do the sellers and the buyers know what to do with all the paperwork, the escrow, the financing, title report, survey, home inspection, etc. Again, we don't see too many exclusive agency listings. The last one is called exclusive right to sell listing, and that occurs when the seller and the seller's broker agree that no matter who sells a property, that the broker will get a commission. So if the broker finds a buyer and he's got the seller as his client, then the broker will get double commission. Or if an agent from the same company has a buyer and a different agent represent the seller, it's a dual agency, but it's two different agents that work under the same company, they would both get a commission. And now if an outside broker comes in and says, hey, I saw the listing, I really like it, here's an offer, then the buyer's broker and the seller's broker would get a commission, they'll split it. So in an exclusive right to sell, it's no matter who sells it, the seller is obligated to pay the listing broker the full commission, whether there's a single agency, or dual agency, right? So those are your four types. The two we covered in net listing and open listing before. And today we covered exclusive agency listing with a seller. If he sells a property, he does not owe commission to the listing broker. And if it's an exclusive right to sell, then no matter who sells it, the seller's agent will get a commission. So I hope you understand the difference of the four types of listings. And by the way, exclusive agency, exclusive right to sell can be listed in the MLS, but not the net and the open listing. Hope you learned something new about listings or an agency. Aloha.